नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिञ्च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्लोक 66 सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः। The Siddhanti stated his answer in the Sangraha Vakya. Atmajnanasya tu kevalasya nishcheyasa hetutvam bheda pratyaya nivartakatvena kaivalya phalavasanatvat. This is the Sangraha Vakya. In this Sangraha Vakya, the Siddhanti said that kevalasya atmajnanasya nishcheyasa hetutvam. Kevala atmajnana means a karma not accompanied by karma, without the support of karma. Kevala atmajnana is the means for moksha, nishcheyasa hetu. Why kevala atmajnana can be nishcheyasa hetu? Why it is not? Why it should not be combined with the karma? For that, Siddhanti said, Bheda pratyaya nivartakatve. As soon as the Atmajnana arises, it removes the Bheda pratyaya. Therefore, after Atmajnana, karma cannot even exist. Therefore, there is no question of doing karma after Atmajnana. That is one reason. And another reason, Kaivalya phalavasanatvat, also because as soon as jnana arises, the Kaivalya phala is there. One gets the Kaivalya phala, Moksha phala. Therefore, after that, there is no need of performing karma. This is the Sangraha Vakya. Now, he is describing the Sangraha Vakya. Let us continue. To shabdaha पक्षद्वय व्यावृत्त्यर्थः न केवलेभ्यः कर्मभ्यः न च ज्ञानकर्मभ्यां समुच्चिताभ्यां निश्चेयसप्राप्तिः इति पक्षद्वयं nivartayati. There is a tu atmajnanasya tu kevalasya. The word tu, what is the significance of the word tu in the Sangraha Vakya? Bhashyakara himself explains, Tu shabdaha pakshadvaya vyavrityarthaha. Tu shabda negates two other pakshas. If you look into yesterday's Bhashya, the Madhyastha had asked three questions. Means in his question, he has put forward three possible views. One view is Kevala Atma Jnana, whether Jnana gives moksha. Number two, Karma gives moksha. Number three, Jnana Karma Samuchaya gives moksha. These are the three views. Among them, the other two pakshas means karma alone is the means for moksha, and jnana karma samuchaya is the means for moksha. They are the pakshadvaya. The other two pakshas are negated. Pakshadvaya vyavrityarthaha tushabdaha. The tushabda negates or excludes other two pakshas. He explains this. न केवलेभ्यः कर्मभ्यः what happened? Yeah. न केवलेभ्यः कर्मभ्यः न च ज्ञानकर्मभ्यां समुचिताभ्यां निश्रेयसप्राप्तिः इति पक्षद्वयं निवर्तयति. केवलेभ्यः कर्मभ्यः न निश्रेयसप्राप्तिः. केवल कर्म, only karma, cannot lead to moksha. Also, ज्ञान कर्मभ्याम समुचिताभ्याम न निश्रेयस प्राप्ति. ज्ञान कर्म, ज्ञान and karma combined together also cannot lead to nishreyasa, moksha. Iti, thus pakshadvayam nivartayati. By tu shabda, by the word tu in the sangraha vakya, the author excludes the other two pakshas, eliminates the other two pakshas, these two pakshas. Now, Bhashyakara explains further with the more reasons why karma paksha and jnana karma samuchaya paksha are not correct. Akaryatvacha निश्रेयसस्य कर्म साधनत्वानुपपत्तिः न हि नित्यं वस्तु कर्मणा ज्ञानेन वा क्रियते. अकार्यत्वाच्च निश्रेयसस्य, निश्रेयस, moksha is akarya. It is not an effect of karma. It is not produced through karma because it is siddha. It is nitya. Moksha is nitya. Therefore, also, this is one more reason why karma cannot be sadhana for moksha. Karma sadhanatva anupapattihi. Karma sadhanam yasya tat karma sadhanam. Bahuvrihi samasa. For who karma is sadhana. Tasya bhavaha karma sadhanatvam. Tasya anupapatti. Karma sadhanatva anupapatti. Karma sadhanatva of nishayasa is not possible because nishayasa is akarya. It is not produced. Nahi nityam vastu karmana jnanena va kriyate. Because nitya vastu, any nitya vastu, any eternal substance cannot be produced either by karma or even by jnana. Karmana api na kriyate, jnanena api na kriyate. It is not produced by karma or even jnana. It is not produced at all. It is already there, always there. Then Siddhanti asks, Purva Pakshi asks a question. Kevala jnanam api anarthakam tarhi. So, yeah. What? Kevalam jnanam is also fine. Or kevala jnanam. Samasa is also okay. What is your reading? Kevala jnanam. Okay. So in some books it is samasta. In some books it is kevalam jnanam. Both are okay. Kevalam jnanam api anarthakam tarhi. Tarhi, in that case, means if moksha is not produced either by karma or by jnana, in that case, even kevala jnanam is also useless. Kevala jnanam api anarthakam. It is also useless. Because you are saying even jnana cannot produce moksha, being nitya. In that case, jnana also is useless. This is Purva Pakshi's contention. Then Siddhanti says, Na avidya nivartakatve sati drishta kaivalya phalavasanatvat avidyatamo nivartakasya jnanasya drishtam kaivalya phalavasanatvam रज्ज्वादि विषये सर्पादि अज्ञान तमो निवर्तक प्रदीप प्रकाश फलवत् विनिवृत्त सर्पादि विकल्प रज्जु कैवल्यावसानम् ही प्रकाशफलम् तथा ज्ञानम्. Siddhanti says it is not so. Jnana is not anarthaka. Even though moksha is not a product of jnana, we do not agree that moksha is a product of jnana. Jnana produces moksha, we don't say. Then what does jnana do? Jnana removes the misconception that we do not have moksha caused by avidya. That is the purpose of jnana. Jnana does not produce a new thing called moksha. Instead, jnana removes the misconception that we are not mukta or we do not have moksha. It is the purpose of jnana. That is why jnana is very much useful. In order to support this, Bhashyakara quotes his own anubhava, vidvad anubhava. Drishtam. You cannot say jnana does not produce the result because it is our anubhava. It is experienced. Jnana removes ajnana. Jnana removes samsara. This phala of jnana is experienced by jnani. Therefore, it cannot be negated. See, Bhashya. No, it is not so. Avidya nivartakatve sati drashta kaivalya phalavasanattvat. Avidya nivartakatve sati. Jnana removes the avidya and it culminates in kaivalya phala, moksha phala, which is a drishta phala. Moksha is not adrishta. It is a drishta phala. Pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam. Moksha can be experienced when you are alive, as soon as the jnana arises. So jnana gives a drishta phala, and it is the vidvad anubhava which cannot be ruled out. He explains this statement. Avidyatamo nivartakasya jnanasya drishtam kaivalya phalavasanatvam. The jnana is avidyatamo nivartaka. Jnana removes the darkness of avidya, the darkness of ignorance, and thereby it culminates in kaivalya phala, kaivalya phalavasanatvam. Kaivalya phale avasanam yasya tat kaivalya phalavasanam. Jnanam kaivalya phalavasanam. Jnana culminates in kaivalya phala. Tasya bhavaha kaivalya phalavasanatvam. Jnanasya kaivalya phalavasanatvam drashtam. It is seen, it is experienced by jnanis. In order to make it understandable for even an ajnani, Bhashyakara gives an example where the phala of jnana is seen as the remover of the ajnana and the superimposition caused by ajnana. Rajvadi vishaye, in the case of rajju etc., rope etc., sarpadi ajnana tamo nivartaka pradeepa prakasha phalavat. The example is pradeepa prakasha. Pradeepa Prakasha, the light of a lamp. A lamp light, what does it do? It removes the ajnana tamaha. It removes the tamas, darkness, darkness which was covering the rajju, the rope. And by removing the darkness, it removes the superimposed snake also. When the darkness is dispelled, the superimposed snake also goes away. That is being told. Sarpadi ajnana means sarpadi adhyasa. The superimposition of sarpa, etc. And it is caused by tamas, darkness. Tamaha, the tamaha which superimposes sarpa, etc. It is removed by pradeepa prakasha. Therefore, that is the phala of pradeepa prakasha. The phala of pradeepa prakasha is the removal of sarpadi adhyasa and its cause, the darkness. Nobody can rule out the phala of pradeepa, the light, in this case. See, vinivritta sarpadi vikalpa rajju kaivalyavasanam hi prakasha phalam. What is the prakasha phala? The prakasha phala is rajju kaivalyavasanam. The purpose of prakasha, the purpose of light, in the case of rajju sarpa drishtanta, is to arrive at rajju kaivalya. Means rajju alone remains. The rope alone remains with the removal of all the superimpositions. Vinivritta sarpadi vikalpa. From where the sarpadi vikalpa are removed. That kind of rajju kaivalyam, rajju alone remaining. This is the culmination of the prakasha phala. Means the purpose of prakasha culminates in this. It can produce that much result. It can remove the darkness. Thereby it can remove the superimposed snake, and it can make only the rope appear. It makes only the rope remain in front of our eyes. This is the phala of prakasha. And this phala is very much evident. In the same manner, tatha jnanam. In the same manner, even the jnana also removes avidya, removes the superimposed dvaita, and makes the Atma alone remain as the reality. Therefore, since Atmajnana produces a drishta phala as soon as it arises, therefore, after jnana, you do not need another sadhana to attain moksha. Bhashyakara explains this with an example. Drishtarthanancha chidikriya अग्निमंथनादीनां व्यापृत कर्त्रादिकारकाणां द्वैधीभाव अग्निदर्शनादिफलात् अन्यफले कर्मांतरे वा व्यापारानुपपत्तिः यथा तथा ज्ञाननिष्ठा क्रियायां दृष्टार्थायां व्यापृतस्य ज्ञात्रादिकारकस्य आत्मकैवल्यफलात् अन्यफले कर्मांतरे प्रवृत्तिः अनुपपन्ना इति न ज्ञाननिष्ठा कर्म सहिता उपपद्यते. This is an answer to a person who thinks after jnana also one should perform karma in order to attain moksha. You first get jnana, then abide in the jnana. In addition to that, do karma, and later on you will get moksha. Bhashyakara rules out this idea because as soon as you get jnana, the result of the jnana becomes visible. It is drishtam. Therefore, after jnana, there is no scope for any other sadhana for moksha. Bhashyakara explains this with the example. He gives the example of two processes, two instances which are seen in the world. One is chidikriya, the process of cutting a cloth or a log of wood, whatever. Another is agnimanthana, aranimathana. You rub one log of wood against another in order to produce fire. Both these examples are meant for a drishtaphala, a visible result. Like cutting a log of a wood, the process of cutting, what is the purpose? To separate the pieces. Once this phala is attained, then you don't need to do the process of cutting first of all. Even after the two parts are separated, one does not continue to cut because the process of cutting culminates in a visible result immediately. After that, you don't have to keep cutting. Also, after that, you don't need another sadhana for separate them. After cutting also, if you have to separate them, you have to do shirshasana. It is not told how to cut a tree. First of all, you have to bring a saw or an axe and then keep cutting Keep cutting all your life. In addition to that, do Shirshasana. Then at the end, after death, the tree will fall. Such statement does not make sense, because you have to cut it as long as the tree falls. You have to put the axe, strike the axe, as long as the tree falls. Once the tree has already fallen, then you don't have to keep cutting all the all the way till you die. You don't have to cut it, or till night. You don't have to cut it, because it is drishta phala. And also, after cutting or with the cutting, you don't need another action. You don't have to do shirshasana or something like that. And the same applies to aranimathana also. You have to rub it until you get fire. After getting fire, you don't have to do anything in order to get fire. See, drishtarthanam, the karmas, the actions which are meant for drishtartha, a visible result. What are they? Chidikriya, Agnimantanadinam. One is Chidikriya, the process of cutting. Another is Agnimanthana, rubbing for the sake of fire. Adinam, etc. Even cooking can be taken, because even cooking is meant for Drishtaphala. Agnimantanadina Vyapratakartradikarakana. In these processes, the Kartradhikaraka, various factors like Karta, Karana, etc., they have already done their work. Vyaprata, they have done their Vyapara. They have played their part already. And after that, Dvaidhi Bhava Agni Darshanadi Phalat. Already the phala has come. Dvaidhi Bhava. Chidikriya phala is Dvaidhi Bhava. Breaking into two. One becoming two. Dvaidhi Bhava. It is the phala of Chidikriya. And Agni Manthana. The phala is Agni Darshana. The fire becomes visible. Fire manifests. It is the phala of Agni Manthana. Adi phala, such phalas, once they are visible, once the phala has been produced, then any other phala, after that any other phala, for the sake of any other phala, the karta, etc., need not work in the same process. Somebody is cutting the tree even after the tree has fallen. He is putting the axe again and again in the air. The tree has already fallen, but he says, I am still cutting. Why? Because one day, whole day, my labor is there. I have been employed for whole day. Nobody says that, because there is no other phala of the same process. The phala of the particular process has already been accomplished. Therefore, for any other phala, the same process need not be continued. That is the idea. Anya phale, for any other phala than Dvaidhi bhava, etc., the same process need not be continued. And karmantareva, and for the sake of karma, any other karma, karmantareva, they won't engage in any other karma also for producing the same phala. Vyapara anupapattihi, the vyapara of the kartradikarakas is not possible. Yatha, this is the example. Yatha should be connected before drashtarthana. Yatha drashtarthanancha, etc. Meaning, the person who is cutting a tree, he will cut, he will do the process of cutting only until the tree is cut. Even after the tree is cut, he will not continue the process for the sake of some other phala. I am doing this so that I will go to Swarga. He will not say. The process of cutting does not have any other phala, either drashta or adrashta, other than Dvaidhi bhava, separating the tree from the root. Also, in addition to cutting, he does not have to do any other karma also in order to get the same drishta phala. Along with the cutting, you have to do shirshasana. Then the tree will fall. It is not so. Only cutting is required. That is why Anyaphale karmantare va vyapara anupapatti. Tatha, in the same manner, jnananishta kriyayam drishtarthayam vyapratasya, one who is engaged in jnananishta kriya means in the process of attaining jnananishta, somebody is engaged. Somebody is committed to Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana, etc., which are the process of Jnananistha. And this Jnananistha Kriya, the process of attaining Jnananistha, it is Drishtartha. It is meant for a visible result, that is a Jnana, and thereby Ajnana Nivritti. Vyapratasya, who is Vyaprata? Jnatradikarakasya, Jnata, etc. Jnata. Jnata means the knower, the student of Vedanta. Adi, the Shastra, etc. Jnatradhikaraka, various factors associated with the process of Jnananistha. Atmakaivalya phalat anya phale, any other phala than Atmakaivalya. Atmakaivalya means moksha. Moksha phalat anya phale, any phala other than moksha, he is not engaging in that process. Meaning, once the moksha is arrived at, after that he need not perform the same process. He need not continue Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana, etc. all the time also. Vidyaranya, in Panchadashi Prakarana 6, Vidyaranya clearly says, how long should one perform Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana, etc. Until you get Jnana Nishtha, until you get Moksha, you have to continue Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana. After that, Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana is redundant. Even after getting Jnana Nishtha, one need not continue Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Because once you have attained moksha, once you have attained Jivan Mukti, the purpose is served. Even after that, for the sake of some adrishta phala, you don't have to continue Shavana Manana Nididhyasana. That is the idea. After death, I will go somewhere, Swarga Ityadi. For that sake, one does not continue Shavana Manana, etc. Therefore, anya phale pravritti anupapanna. He will not do the same process for attaining some other phala than the drishta phala, which is moksha. Also, he will not engage in karmantare pravritti anupapanna. Even during the process, he will not engage in any other karma. Karmantare pravritti anupapanna. Iti. Therefore, न ज्ञान निष्ठा कर्म सहिता उपपद्यते. Karma jnana nishtha cannot coexist with the karma. Jnana nishtha karma sahita na upapadyate. Jnana nishtha cannot be combined with the karma. Neither it can be combined nor it needs to be combined. Now, Bhashya. भुज्यग्निहोत्रादि क्रियावत् स्यात् इति चेत् न कैवल्यफले ज्ञाने क्रियाफलार्थित्वानुपपत्तेः पूर्व पक्षी आस भुजि अग्निहोत्रादि क्रियावत् स्यादिति चेत we can say that even the process of jnana and karma can be combined like two actions. What are the two actions? Bhujikriya and Agnihotra. Bhojanam and Agnihotra. People can perform both the actions together. One who performs Agnihotra, he will also eat food. So, eating and performing Agnihotra, they can be combined. Meaning the one who eats food, he can do Agnihotra. Not that he performs Agnihotra while eating itself. That is not the idea. He first eats and then he performs Agnihotra, or he first performs Agnihotra, then he eats. That means in the same lifestyle, two karmas are combined. That is the idea. Bhuji Agnihotrari Kriyavat Syaditi Chet. Just like Bhujikriya and Agnihotradi Kriya, Jnana and Karma can be combined. Iti Chet. This is Purva Paksha. Then Siddhanti says, Na Kaivalya Phale Jnane Kriya Phalarthitvanupapattehe. It is not possible because Kaivalya Phale Jnane, Jnana whose phala is kaivalya. Kaivalyam phalam yasya tat kaivalya phalam bahuvrihi samasa. Kaivalya phale jnani, the jnana whose phala is kaivalya. Kriya phalarthitvanupapatte. When somebody is striving for jnana, or when he has a jnana, he will not have a desire for the phala of any kriya. Kriya phala arthitva anupapatte. Kriya phalarthitva means having a desire for the result of any action. It is not possible. Once you have jnana, he explains this. कैवल्यफले हि ज्ञाने प्राप्ते सर्वतः संप्लुतोदके फले कूपतटाकादि क्रियाफलार्थित्वा संभवात् क्रियाफल अर्थित्वाभाववत् फलांतरे तत्साधनभूतायां वा क्रियायाम् अर्थित्वानुपपत्तिः नहि राज्यप्राप्तिफले कर्मणि व्यापृतस्य क्षेत्रप्राप्तिफले व्यापारोपपत्तिः तद्विषयञ्च अर्थित्वम् तस्मात् न कर्मणः अस्ति निश्रेयससाधनत्वम् न च ज्ञानकर्मणोः समुच्चितयोः नापि ज्ञानस्य कैवल्यफलस्य कर्मसाहाय्यापेक्षा अविद्यानिवर्तकत्वेन विरोधात् न हि तमः तमसो निवर्तकम् अतः केवलम् एव ज्ञानम् निश्रेयससाधनम् इति. Purva Pakshi is trying to justify the coexistence of karma and jnana, just like the coexistence of eating and agnihotra. One can keep eating. In the meantime, he can perform agnihotra also. In the same manner, a person who has a jnana, he can also keep performing karma. He can have jnana, and in addition to that, he can keep performing karma also. If the Purva Pakshi does not see any contradiction between these two, having jnana and performing karma like Agnihotra, etc., Purva Pakshi does not see any contradiction. That is why he says it can be combined together. Then Siddhanti says, this is not like eating and performing Agnihotra. Eating and Agnihotra, they are not contradictory to each other. one who eats can perform Agnihotra, because eating is not opposed to Agnihotra. If somebody eats, it does not mean just by eating he can accomplish the purpose of Agnihotra, or the process of eating is contradictory to the process of eating can appease hunger. Appeasement of hunger is not contradictory to the result of Agnihotra. Therefore, they too can coexist. But it is not so with the jnana and karma. Because once he has jnana, he will not have a desire for the result of karma. Jnana takes away all the desire for any karma phala. See, kaivalya phale hi jnane prapte. Once he has attained jnana, whose phala is kaivalya, means when he has attained jnana, he has attained kaivalya also, moksha also. Therefore, phalantare tat sadhana bhutayam va kriyayam arthitvanupapatti. He will not have arthitva. Arthitva means the status of being an arthi, the status of being a desirer is called arthitva. The status of being a seeker. A jnani will no longer be a seeker with respect to another phala, any other phala. Phalantare means any other phala than kaivalya, which is the phala of karma. Or tat sadhana bhutayam va kriyayam, or any action, any kriya, which is the sadhana for any other phala. Arthitva anupapattihi. He will not have arthitva. He will not have desire for that. He will no longer be the seeker for that. Bhashyakara gives an example. Sarvatas samplutodake phale kupatatakadi kriyaphalarthitva abhavavat. He reminds the shloka in Adhyaya 2. Yavanartha udapane sarvatas samplutodake taman sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanataha. Sarvatas samplutodake phale. When somebody has attained the phala, which is in the form of sarvatas samplutodaka, means an ocean which is full with water. Sarvatas samplutodaka phala. He has attained the phala of an ocean which is full of water, overflowing with water. In that case, kupatataka kriya phalarthitva abhavavat. He will not have arthitva towards any phala which is in the form of kupa, tataka, etc. The purpose he can accomplish in kupa, tataka. Kupa means a well. Tataka means a small water body, a pond. Kupa, well, pond, adi, etc. Kriya phala, any purpose from kupa, tataka, etc. He will not have a desire for that, because the purpose of kupa, tataka is served by sarvatah samplutodak. In the same manner, a jnani will not have a desire for another phala. Therefore, a jnani will not have interest in performing karma. Therefore, a jnani does not require another karma. Now, what about a mumukshu who is committed to the pursuit of jnana? A mumukshu who has attained chitta shuddhi and he is dedicated to the pursuit of jnana, will he be interested in karma? Bhashyakara says, even he will not be introduced in karma. For that, Bhashyakara gives an example. Rajya prapti phale karmani vyapratasya. A person wants to become a king and he is doing his best in order to attain the status of a king. He wants to win a whole kingdom. Such a person, if you tell him, if you do this, you will get a small plot of field, small plot of land. Will he be interested? He will not be interested because his desire is to get a whole kingdom. One who wants to get a whole kingdom is not interested in getting a small plot of agricultural land. In the same manner, a person whose goal is moksha, he will not be interested in any other goal which is much more limited than moksha. Therefore, in order to attain some other goal, also he will not perform karma. See, Rajya Prapti Phale Karmani Vyapratasya. One who is engaged in a karma which leads to Rajya Prapti Phala. Rajya Prapti Phalam Yasya Tat Rajya Prapti Phalam. That kind of karma. Maybe he is contesting election nowadays. Rajya Prapti is through election. Vyapratasya. Kshetra Prapti Pale Vyaparopapattihi na. He cannot engage in an action which gives him a kshetra, a small plot of land. He will not work for that. One who wants to become a prime minister, he will not work for some smaller goal. In the same manner, vyaparopapattihi tadvishayancha arthitvam, and he will not have a desire for a kshetra also. When his desire is for rajya, he will not have a desire for a small kshetra, a small plot of land. It's insignificant for him. Tasmat, therefore, na karmanah asti nishayasa sadhanatvam. Therefore means on account of all the reasons given above. Karmanah nishayasa sadhanatvam na asti. The karma is not a means for nishayasa. Karma is not a means for moksha. न च ज्ञान कर्मणोः समुच्चितयोः and also jnana and karma combined also is not a means for moksha. नापि ज्ञानस्य कैवल्यफलस्य कर्म साहाय्यापेक्षा. Also jnana which gives kaivalya phala, jnana which gives kaivalya phala does not have the expectation of the support of karma. Karma sahayapeksha na asti. Jnana does not require the support of karma, the assistance of karma. After jnana, you don't need karma to get moksha along with jnana. And also, jnana cannot be accompanied by karma. It is not possible for karma to accompany jnana. Why? Avidya nivartakattvena virodhat. Because jnana is avidya nivartaka, whereas karma lives in the domain of karma. Karma cannot be avidya nivartaka. Avidya nivartakattvena virodhat. Karma has virodha with the jnana because jnana is avidya nivartaka. Karma can live as long as there is avidya. Nahi tamaha tamaso nivartakam. Now one may ask, why karma also cannot be avidya nivartaka? Can karma remove avidya? Bhashyakara says karma cannot remove avidya because karma is based on avidya. Karma lives in avidya. Karma removing avidya is like a darkness removing darkness. Tamaha tamasaha nivartakam na bhavati. Darkness cannot remove darkness. In the same manner, karma cannot remove avidya. Ataha, therefore, kevalam eva jnanam nishayasa sadhanam iti. Kevala jnana is alone is nishayasa sadhanam, is the means for moksha. Iti. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.